So, I've been going through this transitional period in my life, right? There have been a lot of different things that I have experienced within being an adult this year in 2025. I'm not a fan. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm doing a whole series about my transitional period in my life within being 30, getting a new job, stuff like that. It's given very much, this is not where I thought I would be, okay? Within me doing YouTube, these past 2 months have not been ideal.
Really have not been ideal.
I don't know, it's like I'm feeling very unfulfilled, as it were. I felt very depressed, very sad. I don't know why I was feeling like this. I think it was just a lot of stuff overwhelming me, to be honest, because at the end of the year, I'm going to talk a little bit more about it, but 2025 has definitely introduced me to being a year of being uncomfortable, having changes, growing, just doing different things at this point, right? I really don't know what to do. I've just been at a point where I just feel very lost, if I'm being completely real with y'all. Creating content hasn't been that fun for me as much. I've gone almost 2-3 weeks without recording, without even trying to press record. I have created concepts for content, but I just haven't been feeling like actively putting my face on camera and talking. And I hate that for me. Again, I've been being very consistent with this particular channel. If you guys don't know, I started doing YouTube in 2012. My intent was to start doing a YouTube channel, potentially blow up. I'm not gonna say be on easy street, but I am gonna say the intent was to be making money. Because of my mindset when I was younger, there was a lot of self-doubt, there was a lot of overthinking. It was just a whole lot of negativity, and I didn't see myself pursuing it because I didn't have the motivation to do so, because I was basically hindering myself and self-sabotaging. However, 3 years ago, I had a whole other channel, and I kind of got into the groove of doing YouTube. I enjoyed it. And then I ended up starting this channel. And I've had this channel for 2 years. Exactly 2 years this month. I don't know. It's just been very much a lot of thinking that I've been doing, where I feel underwhelmed when it comes to YouTube. I think it's more I've been focused on the numbers than on enjoying myself and having fun like I have been. I did a video recently because I was doing lives in April, which was an amazing time. I really enjoy doing lives so freaking much, but after a while of doing them, I realized it was negatively impacting my channel to the point where YouTube wasn't really pushing out my videos at all, which I did not care for. I did not like that. You guys can watch that video there. I go into way more detail. That triggered me to make me feel like I should create a whole new channel, which I have, and I'll share it. I think I have the link on the screen. By the time this video is out, I'll have the link on the screen. But doing YouTube is very hard when you're putting all this effort, all this thought process, all this creativity, all this time into editing, creating the video, setting the video up, all of this thought process, creating the description, figuring out SEO. It's a lot. For you to do all that and only get like 9 views is crazy. It is definitely crazy to put in all this work and to not really get that many views because you're not in control of the algorithm. It just pushes out what it's gonna push out, right? And it does make me feel negative sometimes. And not for every video. There are some videos I do just because, and then there are other videos I do with the intent of it going somewhere where it'll reach people. It's very disheartening. That's all I'm gonna say. I try to just keep posting. That way I'm not really thinking about my analytics as much. I'm just like, okay, posted a video, done. Okay, on to the next. I'll just keep thinking about it like that. But at the same time, I'm like, what am I doing this for? I'm really having these moments where I'm just sitting here like,
Why the frick am I even doing this?
Why am I creating this content?
Why am I posting this content?
Don't get me wrong, there are some of you who do care, and I really do appreciate when you guys comment on my videos, when you refer back to them with me, where you get some benefit out of them. That's one of the main things that helps me. I didn't realize I was a person that liked the feedback, but I definitely am when it comes to posting stuff online, because I mean that's really all you have to go off of apart from the analytics. And if you don't really get the feedback as much, it can be very difficult to keep going. So I do really appreciate, and I am grateful to anybody who comments or who interacts with me on my videos. It's just, it can feel very much doubt comes in where I'm like, why am I even doing this? Or like, what am I even doing? Or
I'm putting all this effort. I'm putting hours into this video. Are people even gonna watch it for real?
It's just a lot of thinking. This month, I didn't post for a while. I want to say it was almost 2 weeks, or it was 2 weeks, and I was just, I don't even want to post.
I'm just pissed off.
I'm annoyed. And again, other things were a contributing factor outside of YouTube, where I was just, I'm not really feeling in a creative mood. I know it's a lot of content that I need to be creating, but I'm just not feeling the vibe. It's not giving. But at the same time, I forgot that the main reason why I'm doing YouTube is to be creative, to express myself, to connect with people if they do find me about topics I'm interested in, and to also be of help. I think one of the comments I greatly appreciate, because I did have a couple people who are not actually subscribed to me find my videos and comment on my videos and tell me how helpful they were, because it helped them to find out some information that they couldn't find elsewhere, which always makes me feel like I'm contributing something to the world. I don't know what it is, but there are some particular videos that I have on my channel where I know people have told me, I am so thankful that you created this video, because there wasn't much information out there on it. And it does make me feel good. Or the fact that some people find my videos entertaining and they're like,
it takes my mind off of things.
I love to see it. I love to hear it. And I never realized I was a person that liked affirmations, I guess, because in real life, I don't really like when people compliment me for real in real life. I don't know what that is. It's almost like,
I'm like, no. Like, don't say that.
I don't know what it is, but when it comes to YouTube, I like the applause or like the compliments, but I think it's mainly because I actually put in a lot of time and effort to make these videos. If you are not a content creator, you may not realize how much effort or time it can take to create something. Sure, don't get me wrong, a lot of times in these videos, I'm just freeballing off the cuff. I'll have a little outline, but for the most part, I'm just yapping. And I like to yap, and I like that other people like that I like to yap. Or at least I like that people like to listen to whatever it is I'm talking about. But the editing is so time consuming. Like, if I knew somebody and I had the money to pay somebody to edit the way that I edit, which isn't that difficult, but it's like, some people's eyes are not the same as mine when it comes to how they edit things. I would definitely have somebody edit for me and I would just crank out the videos. However, in this case, I don't know, my creative juju, whatever it was just off. I just really felt like just disappearing from YouTube. But I also thought about it, and I was like, if I do that, I would be leaving my audience who actively watches me hanging. And then there's also the factor that the algorithm probably won't be pushing me as much when I return. And it really sucks, because when you actually think about everything when it comes to social media, it really is you having to be just a hamster on a wheel, bro. You have to be somewhat consistent so that the algorithm does not forget about you, so that people that are subscribed to you do not forget about you. I get it, but at the same time, I just want my mental breaks. Or sometimes I have these feelings where I just feel lost in life, or I don't know what I'm doing, which is a lot of times. I really don't be knowing what I'm doing with my life.
Why am I making this YouTube channel?
Why am I making these YouTube videos? Especially when I'm financially stressed or financially depressed. And it's like, you have to remember this is an outlet for you. Yeah, but the other goal was to make money. That was one of the main goals, girl, to make money. And I do make money from time to time from affiliate sales, which I appreciate when anybody does purchase something. I think it's just the fact that collectively, the entrepreneur side of me, that part of me is kind of dying a little bit, and I don't like that. When I made the video about me kind of somewhat giving up my entrepreneurial dreams, if you guys check that video out, it'll be linked in the cards. A part of that side is dying along with the YouTube part, because I don't care what anybody says. Doing YouTube is kind of entrepreneur-ish. You are literally creating a brand for your YouTube channel, whatever that may be. And if you keep at it, it can grow into something potentially, if you have a strategy, I guess. Also, it's just me having to get the transition of me getting a job outside of the house and not doing remote work has drained me. I'm going to be starting work soon in June, which I'ma probably chronicle my feelings about everything just in case you guys were curious of what an introvert going into the public service field is gonna be like. I'm so scared. I'm just overwhelming myself, and a part of me is kind of self-sabotaging a little bit, as well as just feeling negative. Therefore, I don't want to create anything. And again, this is one of those times where I wish I would have bulk recorded a whole bunch of videos. I really need to buckle down and bulk record my videos 2 months in advance. Like, that is literally the main thing I need to be doing with myself. But yeah, I almost quit YouTube, and a part of me still kind of feels that way within me doing live streams and not my videos not getting pushed out the way they normally would. The fact that I took a little break from posting, my watch hours went down, which was upsetting, but it was my own fault, so I wasn't as mad because that was something I had control over to a degree. I am still close to 3,000 watch hours, but it definitely is nowhere near as close as I was. I was at 100 something before, and now I'm like at 200, 300 something away from my watch hours for 3,000. So I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna try to bulk record a whole bunch of videos tonight, even though I really don't want to. I swear, I could be creative if I wasn't broke. I could create as many videos as possible if I wasn't so financially stressed. But here we are. We ball. But again, I do appreciate you guys. I do have Patreon videos scheduled. So if you guys want to support me on Patreon, y'all can. I do try to schedule at the very least with my Patreon, I try to schedule my videos out in advance. So the $3.99 tier is my videos that are early release a week or two. And then my $5.99 tier is for the exclusive yapping I do that I will not post on YouTube. It's on Patreon and Coffee. And then it's also me doing early releases for shows like Moesha. And I'll probably start doing some movie early releases, but the movie early releases are probably gonna be like a month in advance, month or two, a couple months in advance maybe, because I know I am gonna start reacting to Twilight, so look out for that. I'm gonna react to that whole series if you guys are interested. As for everything else, I really don't know what I'm doing. I kind of want to do 30, 31 days to just boost myself up, to get myself hyped. But I don't even know if I'm going to do that. I really just don't know what I'm doing. I am just literally in this state where I'm just existing and I'm trying to maintain some sort of balance. But I don't know how just yet. Your girl was about to quit YouTube. I still feel, well, I'm going to keep it going, but I'm just very much in a funky mood where I feel just overwhelmed by life right now. That's why I feel negative. Here we are, and I'ma just attempt to schedule my videos out so that when I have these feelings, the videos are already going to be scheduled, so I don't have to worry about it. I don't really have nothing else to say, y'all. I just pray for me. Well, I hope y'all doing better than me. Stay blessed, stay positive. Bye.